You're about to watch two RVs that look similar from the outside quietly battle for something much bigger than price or specs. One of these rigs has been America's road trip icon for decades. The other promises more space, more attitude, and more bang for your money. And by the time we reach the back of these motorhomes, one detail might completely flip which one you choose to live in. This is the kind of comparison most buyers never get to experience in real life. Same class, same mission, completely different personalities. These aren't just Class C motorhomes, they're rolling lifestyles, designed for families, couples, weekend explorers, and even full-timers who want comfort without jumping into million-dollar territory.
What you're looking at here is the Winnebago Minnie Winnie and the Coachmen Freelander, two of the most recognizable names in the Class C world. Both built on proven chassis, both designed to sleep multiple people comfortably, and both claiming to offer that perfect balance between drivability and livability. But they don't feel the same once you step inside, not even close. Before we walk through the doors, it's important to understand what these RVs are really about. Class C motorhomes sit right in the sweet spot. They're big enough to feel like a real home, yet small enough that you don't need commercial driving skills to handle them. You can pull into national parks, grocery store parking lots, and campground sites without white-knuckle stress.
That's why this category is exploding in popularity. The Minnie Winnie represents tradition. It's Winnebago's long-running promise of reliability, conservative design, and confidence on the road. This is the RV people buy when they want something proven, something they trust, something that feels familiar even on day one. The Freelander, on the other hand, plays the value card aggressively. Coachmen has designed it to feel more spacious, more residential, and more modern, especially for buyers who want maximum living space per dollar. It's the RV that tries to surprise you at every turn. From the outside, both rigs immediately tell you they mean business. The Minnie Winnie carries that classic Winnebago silhouette.
Clean lines, straightforward graphics, and a stance that looks planted and confident. There's nothing flashy here, and that's intentional. This motorhome looks like it belongs on the open road, crossing state lines without drama. The Freelander takes a slightly bolder approach, more sculpted body lines, more aggressive graphics, and a presence that feels a bit more contemporary. It looks like it's trying to catch your eye in the campground, and honestly, it usually does. Both of these motorhomes are built on well-known chassis platforms, giving you a familiar driving experience behind the wheel. High ground clearance, large side mirrors, and that unmistakable cab-over section that defines the Class C look. That cab-over isn't just for show, and we'll talk about why that space matters more than you might think a little later. Walk around the exterior, and you start noticing how each brand prioritizes different things. Storage compartments line the lower sides, and this is where real-world usability starts to show. The Minnie Winnie's compartments feel sturdy and well-finished. Doors close with a solid feel, and everything seems designed for long-term durability rather than showmanship. The Freelander counters with larger storage openings on many floor plans, making it easier to load bulky gear. Folding chairs, outdoor grills, hoses, leveling blocks all slide in with less effort. If you're the type who brings everything along for the adventure, that difference adds up fast. Up top, both motorhomes feature integrated awnings that instantly transform the campsite. Press a button, and suddenly you've created a shaded outdoor living room. Picture yourself sitting under that awning in the evening, warm air drifting through, camp lights glowing, and the day slowing down. That's the lifestyle these rigs are selling, and they sell it well. Climb inside the Minnie Winnie first, and the vibe is immediately familiar. Warm tones, practical materials, and a layout that just makes sense. Nothing feels experimental. Nothing feels confusing. It's like walking into a well-designed cabin that's been refined over years of feedback from real RV owners. The living area welcomes you with seating that feels supportive and durable. This isn't furniture designed just to look good in photos. It's meant for long drives, movie nights, rainy afternoons, and conversations that stretch late into the evening. Large windows flood the space with natural light, and suddenly The interior feels bigger than you expected. Now step into the Freelander, and the atmosphere shifts. The space feels more open, more airy. Coachmen leans into lighter finishes and a more residential feel. The seating arrangements in the Freelander often emphasize lounge-style comfort. Sofas stretch longer. Dinette areas feel less cramped. There's a subtle push toward making the RV feel like a small apartment rather than a traditional camper. If interior space is your top priority, this is where the Freelander starts making a strong case.
Both rigs do something extremely important in the living area, and many people overlook it. They create clear sight lines. You can sit on the couch, glance toward the kitchen, look out the windows, and still feel connected to everyone else inside. That matters more than you think when multiple people are sharing a compact space for days or weeks at a time. Move forward slightly, and the cab over sleeping area reveals itself. This is one of the biggest advantages of a Class C. That space above the cab isn't stealing floor area from the living space, it's bonus square footage. In the Minnie Winnie, the cab over feels cozy and purpose-built. It's a perfect sleeping spot for kids, guests, or even adults who don't mind climbing up for a good night's rest.
There's a sense of enclosure that makes it feel secure, almost like a loft. The Freelander often uses that same area more aggressively. Wider sleeping surfaces, additional storage nooks, and sometimes even entertainment options depending on the layout. It's the kind of feature that makes families instantly imagine road trips without nightly bed conversions. Slide back into the heart of the RV, and the kitchen becomes the next battleground. This is where long trips are either enjoyable or frustrating. The Minnie Winnie's kitchen leans toward efficiency. Everything is where you expect it to be. Countertops are laid out logically. Appliances are sized for real cooking, not just reheating leftovers.
You can picture yourself prepping breakfast while sunlight pours through the windows, coffee brewing, the road waiting just outside. It feels functional, calm, and predictable in the best way. The Freelander's kitchen often feels more dramatic, more counter space on certain models, a layout that encourages movement. It's designed for people who want to cook, not just survive. If you enjoy making real meals on the road, this kitchen tries to win you over quickly. Storage is another quiet difference. Cabinets in the Minnie Winnie feel robust, built to last through years of vibration and travel. The Freelander counters with slightly more aggressive storage solutions, squeezing every possible inch into usable space. As we move toward the bedroom, the personality gap widens even more.
And this is where many buying decisions are actually made. But before we step into that private space, remember this: everything you've seen so far is just the front half of the story. Because what's waiting at the back of these motorhomes changes how you wake up, how you relax, and how long you'll actually want to stay on the road. And that's exactly where we're heading next. As you step toward the rear of these motorhomes, the mood shifts. This is where the RV stops feeling like a vehicle and starts feeling like a place you actually want to wake up in. This space matters because mornings on the road can either feel rushed and cramped or calm and surprisingly comfortable. In the Minnie Winnie, the bedroom feels intentionally designed for rest.
The bed is positioned so you can actually walk around it, not shuffle sideways. There's a sense of symmetry here that quietly relaxes you. Storage cabinets frame the space, offering room for clothes, personal items, and all those things that slowly accumulate on longer trips. The mattress sits at a height that makes getting in and out feel natural, not like climbing into a bunk. Lying here at night, you can imagine the gentle hum of the campground, distant conversations, maybe rain tapping softly on the roof. This is a bedroom that doesn't try to impress you loudly. Instead, it earns trust through comfort. The Freelander approaches the bedroom with a different philosophy. Space is the headline here.
On many layouts, the bedroom feels more open, sometimes wider, sometimes longer, depending on configuration. Coachmen leans into that feeling of freedom of movement. You don't feel boxed in. You feel like you've carved out a private retreat at the back of a rolling home. Storage in the Freelander's bedroom often feels more generous, especially for hanging clothes and larger items. It's the kind of setup that works well for extended trips or full-time living. You can picture unpacking properly, settling in, and not constantly digging through bags. Now comes a space that often decides the entire purchase.
the bathroom. In the Minnie Winnie, the bathroom prioritizes reliability and usability. The layout is straightforward. The shower feels enclosed and practical. The sink area gives you enough room to actually use it without bumping elbows. Everything feels placed where it should be. It's not flashy, but it works day after day without frustration. This is the kind of bathroom where routines stay routines. Morning prep is simple, evening wind-downs feel familiar, and when you're traveling with others, that predictability becomes a luxury of its own. Step into the Freelander's bathroom, and the difference is immediately noticeable. There's often more visual openness, more breathing room. In some layouts, the shower feels larger, less confined. It's designed to feel closer to a residential bathroom experience, even within the limits of a motorhome footprint. This is where Coachmen really tries to elevate the daily experience. The bathroom doesn't feel like a compromise. It feels like a feature. And if you've ever traveled long-term in an RV, you know how much that matters. Beyond the obvious rooms, both of these motorhomes hide features that don't jump out at first glance. These are the details that separate a weekend toy from a long-term companion. In the Minnie Winnie, it's the way systems are integrated quietly. Climate control flows evenly. Lighting is placed where you actually need it. Nothing feels overdone, yet nothing feels missing. It's designed so you stop thinking about the RV and start thinking about the journey. The Freelander hides its advantages in volume. Extra storage here, a slightly larger slide there.
Little design decisions that add up to a sense of openness that surprises you every time you walk back inside. It's an RV that keeps revealing itself the longer you spend time in it. And then there's the cab over section again. Remember that space above the driver? This is where families smile. This is where spontaneous guests fit. This is where kids claim their territory and road trips become memories instead of logistical puzzles. Both RVs use that area effectively, but they feel different. One feels cozy and contained. The other feels open and flexible. Now let's talk honestly about value, because this isn't just about which RV looks better. It's about which one fits your life. The Minnie Winnie tends to appeal to buyers who value reputation and long-term confidence.
This is the RV for someone who wants to know their rig has history behind it. People who want something that feels refined through years of feedback. It's not trying to chase trends, it's trying to last. The Freelander speaks to buyers who want the most space and comfort for their dollar. It's for those who walk inside and immediately imagine themselves living there, cooking there, relaxing there, staying longer than planned because it just feels good. Neither of these choices is wrong. They simply answer different questions. One asks, how dependable and familiar do you want your experience to be? The other asks, how much space and flexibility do you want to enjoy? Imagine pulling into a campsite at sunset. You shut the engine off, step outside, stretch.
Look back at your motorhome glowing softly from the inside. Which one feels like yours? Which one feels like home? Because at the end of the day, that's what this decision comes down to. Not just floor plans or features, but the feeling you get when the road finally stops for the night. And in the final moments, when we talk price, long-term ownership, and who should buy which one, that feeling becomes even clearer. When it comes time to talk about price and long-term value, this is where the comparison becomes less about numbers on a spec sheet and more about priorities. Both of these Class C motorhomes sit in a similar overall segment, but the way that value shows up feels very different depending on how you plan to travel. The Minnie Winnie is often viewed as a safe investment in the RV world. Buyers are drawn to its consistency, its resale confidence, and the fact that it rarely surprises you in a bad way. Ownership tends to feel predictable. Maintenance schedules are straightforward. Systems behave the way you expect them to. For many owners, that peace of mind is worth more than extra square footage or bold design choices. This is the RV for someone who wants to get in, turn the key, and trust that the journey will unfold smoothly. It suits couples who travel regularly, families who want reliability on long road trips, and owners who plan to keep their motorhome for years rather than flipping it quickly. It's the kind of rig you grow attached to over time because it never gives you a reason not to.
The Freelander approaches value from a different angle. It focuses on what you get for the money right now. More space, more openness, and a layout that immediately feels generous. Buyers who choose the Freelander often do so because they walk inside and instantly imagine themselves living there comfortably for extended periods. This motorhome appeals to people who prioritize interior experience. If you work remotely, travel with multiple people, or simply enjoy spreading out, the Freelander delivers a sense of freedom that's hard to ignore. It's also a strong choice for first-time Class C buyers who want that wow factor without stepping into a higher price category. Fueling both of these rigs, driving them through mountain passes, city streets, and campground loops, the experience stays approachable. Neither feels intimidating once you're behind the wheel. Visibility is good, driving position feels commanding, and after a short adjustment period, you start to relax into the rhythm of the road. That's an important point, because the best RV is the one you actually want to drive. If a motorhome feels stressful, it limits how far you go and how often you use it. Both of these options succeed in making travel feel manageable rather than overwhelming. Now think about your typical day on the road. Where do you spend the most time? Sitting together in the living area? Cooking meals? Sleeping? Getting ready in the morning? The answer to those questions usually reveals which RV makes more sense for you. If you value a balanced, time-tested layout where everything feels intentional and familiar, the Minnie Winnie quietly shines. It doesn't beg for attention, it earns appreciation through use. If you crave openness, flexibility, and a space that feels more like a small apartment on wheels, the Freelander speaks loudly and confidently. It wants you to enjoy being inside just as much as being outside. Neither motorhome is trying to be everything to everyone, and that's exactly why this comparison matters. They represent two philosophies of travel, one rooted in tradition and confidence, the other in space and modern livability. So imagine your next trip. The destination almost doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel along the way. Are you relaxed, comfortable, at ease in your surroundings? That feeling is the real luxury these motorhomes are selling. And now the question turns to you. If you had to choose today, would you lean toward the trusted, refined comfort of the Minnie Winnie or the spacious, value-packed freedom of the Freelander? Would you take the proven path or the one that feels a little more open and expressive? Let me know which one you'd pick and why. And if you enjoy cinematic, honest comparisons like this, make sure you stay connected for more luxury motorhome tours and real-world buying insights, because the road is calling, and the right RV makes all the difference.